and welcome back to our final day at sea on board the Disney Magic. I can't believe we're actually here already, to be honest. Like, it's felt like a long time, but also felt like no time, all at the same time. So, it's definitely felt like home, and we are not ready at all. Like, if I think about this time a week ago, and everybody else is kind of starting to pack up around us and think about making their way off, and we were just like, la la la, like, loving life. We've got a whole extra cruise ahead of us, and now it's our time. We need to be packing up, we need to be getting out of here, and we need to be flying home soon, which I don't want to, if I'm honest. However, we have got an excellent last day planned. So it is just after 8:15 and it's Churro Mickey Waffle Day in Cabanas. So I'm going to be shortly heading up there to get my Churro Mickey Waffle fix. The boys have gone up ahead of me because at 8:30 in the cinema they've got a showing of Zombies 4, which I didn't even know there was a Zombies 1, 2 and 3, to be honest, but Oscar found them on the on-demand service. He watched them all, and then when I was just reading things out, they were like, Zombies 4? Yeah, we're going to go and watch that. So it's a really early showing at 8:30, so that's where they've gone. I am going to be getting myself ready for Disney Cruise Line trivia at 9:15, but I'll be flying solo, so I don't know how well I'm going to do. Probably not very well, but I'd like to think I know a lot about Disney Cruise. However, it's all dates and capacities and facts like that kind of just go over my head. And then Pete and I are going to be getting in our formal togs because we will be brunching at Palo this morning. And as I said in last week's vlog, we're very excited, and I'm so glad that I left it to the last day because it will just mean that we get a really nice day planned. So that's kind of our morning plans, and then we'll fill you in on the rest of the afternoon later. Outfit of the day this morning is just super casual because we'll be getting ready for Palo Brunch later, but note they're not banned because I made it and it matches the embarkation day outfit I was wearing. I love that fabric. Right, I'm definitely ready for Churro Mickey waffles. As I'm solo breakfasting today, I have decided to eat outside at Cabanas. The boys don't really like to do that, but it's not windy at all today. It's just very nice with the sun. Let me show you. I have restrained myself because of Palo Brunch. Look at that. Kind of looks a bit sad actually, doesn't it? One singular Mickey Churro waffle, but it had to be done. But look at the view. I do love the lounge in here. It's just very chilled. So let's see how I get on with Disney Cruise Line trivia. I'm not holding out much hope. So I didn't win the Disney Cruise Line trivia, but I had a very respectable score. It was like 3 or 4 points off the winners, which, considering I was solo, I'm quite happy with that actually. The questions that I didn't get were based around ships that we haven't yet been on, so yeah, I think that's fair. Just have to keep going on all of the cruises, build up that cruise line knowledge. We're both ready for Palo. I'm so glad I've not got anything tight around my stomach because I'm ready to eat. Are you?
I've just had to change my shirt because that one didn't fit anymore.
We have been stretching our stomachs for the last 9 days in anticipation of this brunch. Shall we go?
Yeah.
It's only taken 10 days, but they finally moved the deck chairs from in front of the funnel. Here they are, the little bandits. We are so ready for Palo.
Welcome to Palo. Have you been Palo before? Excellent. Welcome back. If you want to do Palo, Palo signifies the 4 million times. That's our chef every day, and Diego is going to be a server. He's going to
Bye! Palo has such a great menu, so many different options to choose from. It'll be hard to choose. So to start, we've got the bread service, which is ciabatta, caramelized onion and gorgonzola. I think, did he say spinach and something? Sunbrushed tomatoes, perhaps. Parmesan twists and some sesame tweel thing, it looks like. And then I wanted the antipasti, but I didn't want a massive one, so he's just made me a little personalised one, which, how cute is that? Looks very, very good. So Pete's just ordered it. Was it cinnamon and Nutella? Look at how good that is. It's like stuffed with Nutella.
Cinnamon filled Nutella.
Okay, we have to see the taste test on that one. We've never seen that one before.
Big one.
Try not to get it round your mouth.
It's good. The Nutella kind of overpowers the cinnamon, and I think it would be better if it was warm. Yeah, that was nice.
I'm always really impressed when there's like an open kitchen so you can see your food being made. Nothing to hide there, is there, Pete? Of course, I had to go for the eggs Benedict with the rosemary ham. Pete went for the same but without the Benny sauce, the hollandaise. Don't like it, do you? It's not weird. So this is the pizza that we've ordered. They don't actually do a smaller one because I was interested in the goat's cheese one, but I just couldn't eat a full pizza and I don't want to waste anything. So we've decided to share this one. So this is the spicy sausage. Is it spicy? It does look amazing though. And they have like wood fire pizza ovens over there. So yeah, it looks like a beautiful crust. Nice and thin. You're using your hands. We're in a classy joint, Pete. Of course, it was always going to be the lasagna. Pete ordered his usual favourite, the chicken parm. Look at the size of the head on that bit. You could stick a flake in there. So your first drink in Palo is complimentary. We've just ordered another one. Once Pete gets through the foam.
Spoon in there.
Oh, I've been dreaming about this lasagna. So the dessert menu has just arrived. There is so many amazing choices. I would normally go for like a chocolate raspberry thing, but I think I've had that before and I don't think it was as good as the chocolate fondant. So chocolate fondant is where I'm gonna go. Look at the size of Pete's limoncello tart. It's actually huge. It's like a slab of limoncello tart. I'm very excited for mine, the warm chocolate fondant with the hazelnut gelato. The bill has just arrived, so it's a price fix for Palo Brunch. The price has gone up by $5 since I last visited, I think. So $55 per person. We ordered the extra 2 drinks, and it only put on the gratuity for the drink. So obviously just be mindful of that, and then just make sure that you're adding to it for the server. But very good value for all of the delicious food that we've just eaten. Stick a fork in us. We are done. We do not need to eat again for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
We are stuffed. But Palo Brunch was so good. I have got on the next sailing that we're doing 2 Palo Brunches, and that makes me very excited. But that was absolutely delicious. Staff were incredible as always. Cast members were just delightful and made the experience ever so special. The food, just top tier. It is just so good. But yes, we don't need to eat now for a while. And how long until... It's now 10 to 1. And our dining is at 5:45, which means we won't be eating until about 6:15. So we've got plenty of time for food to digest, ready for our final dinner night, which I'm very excited about as well because it is Lumiere's and it's one of my favourite menus on board Disney Cruise Line. So let's just hope that there is some room somewhere. So we just got back to the room to collect Oscar. Say hi, Oscar.
Sup?
Sup. However, boo.
Uh-oh.
This makes me sad.
She was actually crying, I'm not even kidding. When she
I am.
came into the room and saw them, she was crying.
I am crying internally. For sure. I can't believe that it's that time again. Have we had an amazing trip?
Yeah.
What's been your highlight so far? What's been your highlight so far? Was it edge, and more edge?
Yeah.
Was it edge invading vibe?
Yeah, probably that.
Was it nighttime swim last night?
When I got jumped by the wave.
That was your favourite bit, was it?
It was fun.
Until it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Covered in. So, we will not think about getting off the ship just yet because we have a whole afternoon and evening full of fun. So, where to first?
Diaper dash.
Diaper dash.
Yep.
Are we ready to race those babies?
Yep.
Do you know, Pete was chatting to this couple. I think they go on a lot of Disney cruises. One of them is a travel agent and one of them is a cast member. And they were saying that they once were on a cruise where there was only like 100 children on the whole cruise. So it meant that a lot of the adults were doing the activities that were aimed at kids because there just wasn't kids to do them. And with the diaper dash, they didn't have any babies to race, so they raced elderly people instead.
What?
How fun is that?
That's kind of mean.
It's not mean, it's funny.
I guess.
Race those oldies.
I guess you would win.
I actually don't think I would. I am not a runner. Especially not now. I would just be crawling my way to the finish line. And now on to the third outfit change of the day because I wanted something a little bit dressier than what I was wearing this morning. So I got this Lottie Bounds Disney Cruise Line dress, which I've not worn in a while actually, but it's very lovely and comfortable, and it's like a, is it Empire waist where it's up here? Either way, it's like it's concealing all of the Palo food. I've got loads of room for activities now.
Conceal, don't see.
Guardrail. 3, 2, 1. Raise the
Distribute the last of the pixie dust, and then we are going to the Art of the Theme Show tour, which starts in Palo, and it's the tour that we thought we were getting the other day, which is a tour of the magic with some fun facts and talking about its design and everything. We did go to one the other day because we thought it was that, but that one was actually more of like just a guided tour, was it? So yes, we'll give out the last of the pixie dust given that it's the last day. And then yes, go for a fun tour. Where are we? Just wound up in some random corridor. Here we go. Some more doors. So we just started the tour and I'm going to try and relay a couple of things. So hopefully everyone's already aware, but the Magic was the first of the ships in the Disney Cruise Line fleet, and it sailed in 1998. Now whilst we've just been up here, we've just had some general information about the inspiration behind the Disney Cruise Line fleet, and it was very inspired by Titanic, which is why we've got similar colours and trying to match the similar levels of funnels, but there's 2 funnels on the Disney Cruise Lines, but only one needs to be functional. Yeah, because the other is full of kids on this ship. So we just started the tour just outside of Palo. Obviously it is Venetian themed, and the reason being is because this ship was built in Venice, and there are some subtle nods to Italy with the gondola poles here, which I had never noticed before, the Italian knickknacks, which I had noticed, and also the colours in the carpet, and each carpet is unique and not repeated. It has the colours of the Italian flag in red, white and green. What they also explained is that the transitional paintings are to start your transition into the experience because there isn't bags of space. So this transition here, it doesn't feature any Disney characters, unlike some of the other like lobby paintings, landing paintings, stairwell paintings, and the reason being is because it's taking you to an adult only area, and they don't want the kids to feel enticed or feel like they're missing out on anything, which is why typically it will always be kind of a venue that's tucked away so kids don't happen upon it and then feel like they're missing out. So next we have just landed on deck 5, and actually I'll try and show Pete the scale to the ceiling, because deck 5, oh you can actually reach it, deck 5 was made tailored for children. So they've deliberately made it smaller so kids feel bigger. They also said outside of the theatre they have got watercolour prints from The Happiest Millionaire, which is a lesser known Disney film, but the reason why they included lesser known ones is because it fit with the theming. So even though it's not one of the most popular, it had sketches of what people would have been wearing when they were going to the movie theatre back in 1967, which is when the film was released. Definitely the favourite fact I've heard so far is that in the after hours area, which is at the back of deck 4, so this is adults only after 9 PM I think he said. I never noticed is that they've designed it so that they've got a martini glass to give it the nod of the after hours area. But because they are Disney Imagineers and can't quite help themselves, if you flip the martini glass upside down, it actually turns into Sorcerer Mickey's hat. I love that fact. Forward. What did I say? Did I say after? The forward of the ship. So we've made our way into the atrium, and the first thing to point out, and probably the most obvious, is how inspired by the Art Deco era that this ship was, with the dream and the fantasy inspired by Art Nouveau. So the lifts that you can see behind me were particularly inspired by the Great Gatsby. For the atrium statue for the first ship, it absolutely had to be Mickey, but rather than make him Captain Mickey, which apparently the Imagineers felt was a little bit too obvious, they gave him a brand new outfit. And we love this one. We also have noticed that in Disneyland Paris, Newport Bay Hotel is very inspired by this, and they actually sell the ornament that's just like this, but it says Newport Bay rather than Disney Magic. I think from the after hours fact, the next favourite fact that I've heard, and actually we had spotted this the other day while we were, I think, queuing for a character, and we've noticed the gold embossing around the ship's edge, and we were like, oh, what's that? And I hadn't really noticed it before. What was just explained was that the characters, they represent all of the positions that you will find on the Disney Cruise Line fleet. So you have Goofy as the captain, obviously representing the captain. You have got entertainment, which they actually made as Mickey Mouse because of how important they feel entertainment is on the Disney Cruise Line ships. So they made Mickey the entertainer. What they also explained is that each ship will have a cruise director, and the cruise director role is so important because entertainment has such a high importance and weighting on the Disney Cruise Line ships, is that it is one of the 5 steering group positions, and they report directly into the captain, which apparently is pretty unheard of in cruise ships, is that the entertainment or cruise director will actually report into the captain. So that was quite special. You have then also got positions to represent the rotational dining, the housekeeping. Donald is representing the ship crew on board, so responsible for things like safety. And because Donald has been sailing himself since 1928, I think was said, he was the only character that was allowed to keep his original costume because it showed his experience in sailing. And finally, you've got Pluto representing the lifeboats and the lifeguards on board. So that was quite a short tour. I think it was supposed to be an hour, but it was only about 30 minutes, was it?
Yeah.
But it was ran by Gus, who is one of the entertainment teams. We've seen him a few times on different activities, and we really like him. We think he's got a great showmanship and knew a great deal about Disney Cruise Line. Did he say he's been sailing for 10 years?
Yeah, he said he's not counting contracts anymore, he's counting years.
Counting years. But this is his first time on the Magic and literally his first contract on the Magic. He got on when everybody else got on. So he knows a lot about the Magic already.
I think that's the real way down.
Because he's sad.
That was my favourite one. I think that was my favourite one.
Yeah. I really enjoy that. I just like finding out some of the little details, and definitely going to try and store some of these facts, because when we are doing our next Disney Cruise Line trivia, some of these are going to win us that ship medal. We have retreated to deck 4 for ice cream and Dole Whip. It's so hot today, isn't it? And deck 9 is like a greenhouse. So here with the open deck, it's a little bit nicer. You get the cool breeze coming from the ocean. These Dole Whips have definitely been a good buy. I think $7, but you get an absolute mountain, and it is more like a drink, I think I mentioned, than an ice cream. It's really refreshing. So we are back in Fathoms for bingo. It's the Mega Jackpot Bingo, which is 10k, and because when Pete and Oscar did it and they didn't win, they didn't have me. When we didn't win, we didn't have Oscar. So asking Oscar to come down because he is our lucky charm, and we all need to do it together, clearly, to win, because that's been the pattern so far. So fingers crossed, we would like to win 10k. What's the first thing we would do with that? Book a Disney cruise. So, you know, it's just robbing Peter to pay Paul. Just wooden dollars, moving it all around. What would you do with 10k? Okay, so here we are in the bingo, and we've definitely got the winning card. And we have the good luck charm.
I was trapped in.
More than one person. Great. It is N number 31.
So we did not win the bingo.
We did not.
1-1.
Although 3 games out of 4, we were 1 away.
Oscar was.
So that means.
Never! You're never a
Well, I think
disappointment.
out of the 8 games of bingo we played on this double sailing, we've been 1 number away in 5 games. 5 games.
So we are in Lumiere's for our final dinner, and it's the best menu. I'm very excited about this, and I feel like I've digested somewhat since Paolo. I'm not as full. Paolo. So I'm ready to top up food again. Are you?
Yeah, I had ice cream, that was it.
He was going to get a hot dog. And you got hollow legs. And then after Lumiere's, we have to head back to the room to do what?
Finish packing.
Oscar said before, can we not do back to back to back to back? Yes, please, son. I would like to very much.
Saved it.
Pete's just throwing bread at me. That's how upset he is. He's just having a dirty food protest. What are you doing?
It's crispy.
Okay. But no, I would love to do a back to back to back to back to back to back.
We have a little royal gathering going on around us.
I know, it's
There's
so
4
cute.
little girls who have clearly been to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique today.
And they're
just
all
stood
having
around.
a little royal gathering. It's actually adorable. This is what I love about Disney Cruise Line. I said to Pete earlier that as I was walking through the ship, I could see all the little princesses and princes lining up for their royal gathering time slot, and it's just so cute. So it looks like everyone's having a great time. No one wants to get off. We just want to stay on for longer. But first, let's enjoy a lovely dinner. So tonight I was tempted by the cocktail of the day, which was the Deep Sea Blue, I think. It was rum, Caraco, and Sprite.
That's not that.
No, this is a Royal Crown, which is the Chambord and something, right up my street, and with a little cute sugared rum. And then Pete has been, because he's on the beer token, beer of the day, whatever scheme it is. What's it called?
I don't know what it's not beer of the day, it's a beer token. So you pay for the glass and then you get a beer the size of the glass rather than just like a small beer.
Yeah.
So I'm on a loose cannon from Preludes.
Yeah, we didn't realise that you could request different beers if it was from somewhere else, and they have a runner, is it? To go between, which is very nice. So Pete's happy. This one was your favourite one, was it? You are a loose cannon, that's why.
My pirate.
And then Oscar is enjoying the last of the chicken tenders and his chocolate milk. So we left you at dinner. We had our last supper in Lumiere's and said goodbye to our amazing dining room team, Bagus and Hendra and Sanya, who have been incredible. Some of like the best servers that we've actually had like on any Disney cruise line at all. They've been wonderful, haven't they? So friendly, so personable, and just, yeah, everything was absolutely perfect. And then we headed to the theatre to watch Dreams, the Enchanted Classic, which was just beautiful. The performers, the entertainment team, again, have been phenomenal. They've been a phenomenon. They have been phenomenal. They have been brilliant, and we really, really enjoyed that. It is one of my favourites across all of the Disney Cruise Line fleet shows, so we did really enjoy that. And now we have just got our spot for the final farewell, which we didn't actually stay to watch on the last sailing, so this is the first time we're seeing this one, and it'll be interesting to see how they do it on the Magic. We're pretty much all packed up. We have got 5 cases out. We've got 5 cases packed and ready to go, and just the last things to throw in the case when we get back to the room and tomorrow morning. And then we'll be off the ship. But that's not the end of the adventure, because we have got a full day in Orlando, because our flight isn't until 9:20, so it's a real late one. It's probably also a good time to remind you of the giveaway that we're running for the duration of this trip vlog series. So if you haven't already entered, then make sure that you do by subscribing to the channel and leaving your comments down below. The more comments that you leave is the more entries into the giveaway.
So, without further ado, would you like to meet them? Please give them all a huge round of applause and welcome every single one of them. love this audience, don't we? Oh, we absolutely love them. And I see you all ahead of me. You've all got your cameras out now, so this is the perfect photo opportunity moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to each side of the room, and you're all going to give them a big cheer and a wave. Okay, so we're going to start over on the port side over there. Give a wave and a cheer. Hello. We're going to move over to this side. We're going to start the side. Hi. Not forgetting everybody behind us. Hello. And of course, all our friends in front. Hello. What a very, very special picture moment that is for you.
Time to say goodbye to all our children. My gosh! When I see you real soon. Hey, why? Why? Because we like you. M-O-U.
Let's give them a big round of applause as they now leave the stage. So, of course, the captain look, the cast and play. These two give a very royal way of goodbye to our wonderful princesses, everybody. Rapunzel, Cinderella, Ariel, and Belle. What we do, can you try it out? Tell them how to speak them, you see. Thank you. Everyone say good night, Lucy. Ciao, for now, Bruno. Ciao for now. Ta-ta, Daisy Duck. And before he starts rushing, let's hear from another one duck and sing it's Palo Brunch, everyone! And of course, a big round of applause and a cheer for the captains of the Disney Magic. It's Captain Minnie and Captain Mickey! As you know, they don't say goodbye, they say see you real soon. So after three, we're all going to say it together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. A big round of applause. Yes. Thank you for a fantastic performance. Did you all enjoy that? Let's have a big round of applause for Josh playing the piano over there. Let's give it for your ASL interpreters who have done a wonderful job.
Almost forgot to finish the vlog. Pajamas, makeup free. We are about to go to bed.
There's no decorations.
The room is bare. But we have done another what? Half an hour of packing?
Yeah.
And pretty much everything is away.
Quick way, Oscar.
And yeah, we're just not ready to go. We just wish, like Oscar said, could we have a back to back to back to back to back? And I felt like saying, yeah, yes, I will allow it. So what an incredible final day at sea. You had a good time, boys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's alright.
It's alright. We have had the most incredible trip, and we hope that you've enjoyed this vlog series because we've really enjoyed making it. So thank you so much for following along. There will be a final vlog with our full day in Orlando and then travel home. And by the time you finish watching that, by the time these have all gone out, we're probably going to be on our next trip. So stick around because there will be more vlogs to come, more Disney Cruise Line vlogs. We said at the start of the year that we will have some of our longest sailings today, our very first back-to-back, and the next vlog series will be our second back-to-back and our longest to date. So there's loads more Disney Cruise Line vlog fun coming your way. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you for the next one. Bye!